All right, but we begin this hour with new unidentified objects that are wreaking havoc in the skies. The U.S. military brought down 3 objects in North America this weekend, with the latest bringing air traffic to a halt in Michigan.
Recovery efforts are now underway alongside Canadian officials. Congress says they hope the downed objects will provide answers to one of their biggest questions: who do they belong to? NBC News correspondent Tom Costello joins us now from Washington, D.C. with the latest on these objects. Tom, good morning.
Hi, ladies. Good morning. So the military says this latest object went down in Lake Huron, and there were no indications of any collateral damage on the ground. The Pentagon says it had an octagonal structure with strings hanging off, but no discernible payload. Now, these aerial objects traversing North American airspace are raising more questions than answers right now. Are they Chinese? Are they Russian? Private industry objects? And what capabilities might they have? Across America's northern states and extending into Canada, American and Canadian militaries are on high alert this morning after shooting down 3 unidentified flying objects just since Friday, the most recent on Sunday over Lake Huron.
I need some answers, and the American people need answers.
Huron capped a dramatic weekend. U.S. fighter jets targeted and shot down objects over Alaskan waters on Friday, then the Canadian Yukon on Saturday.
They made the decision to shoot down the object that was a threat to civil aviation and a potential threat to Canadians.
It's not clear who might be sending the objects, whether they're designed for intelligence gathering or something else. But the Department of Defense says the latest object flew in proximity to sensitive DoD sites. Aviation authorities worry they could pose a serious risk to commercial aviation, including passenger planes. On Sunday, the FAA temporarily issued airspace restrictions over parts of Lake Michigan to support defense activities.
What's gone on the last, 2 weeks or so, 10 days, has been nothing short of craziness.
The weekend shootdowns come after a fighter jet took out that suspected Chinese spy balloon off the coast of South Carolina 9 days ago, after it spent days flying across the U.S. Now the U.S. military is looking at a wider range of radar data as it monitors North American airspace. 2 U.S. defense officials tell NBC News objects that once might have been filtered out are now getting intense scrutiny. Okay, so that's critical. It is possible that, quite simply, the military is now picking up objects that have always been there, but the radar right now are set to a more sensitive state so they can pick up more objects. U.S. and Canadian ground teams are working to recover the objects that were shot down. All 3 shot down this weekend were smaller than that Chinese balloon. And ladies, the Chinese Foreign Ministry this morning is saying that the U.S. is hypocritical because it has flown high-altitude balloons over Chinese airspace 10 times since last year, according to the Chinese. Back to you guys.
All right, still so much to figure out. Tom, thanks so much.